everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the books I did not finish last year in 2019. I just get bored very easily, so there we are. I have, if I can do math, 6 books here that I didn't finish. Not that I didn't find them interesting. I can't do maths, that's 5. It's just that it wasn't the right time for me, I feel like. I don't know when the right time will be because for some of them I haven't read them in months, but what else? So the first book I did not finish was Milkman. I don't think there will be a right time for when I read this book because I just didn't like it at all. I hated the style. I mean, I didn't even leave the bookmark in because the thing is, I really wanted to enjoy this book because it won the Booker Prize, the Man Booker Prize it was back then, in 2018. And I loved the cover. I thought that sounds really interesting. I think the plot itself was interesting, but the style just, whoa, it threw me off completely. I really hate it when people say, oh yes, husband bought some carrot cake the other day, or, you know, not the carrot cake bit, but when people say, don't use a personal, personal preposition? I don't know. Like, my husband is not husband, it's my husband. Or, oh yes, daughter left me a glass of milk. I don't know why these are all food related. No, it's your daughter. It's not daughter. And it says that throughout the whole book. So that's why I didn't finish that one. The next book I didn't finish, I just wasn't in the mood for the rest of it, to be honest. Oh my God, is that really all I read? And it is Coming of Age in Samoa by Margaret Mead. First of all, racism a little bit. It is a bit racism. I mean, just look at the front cover. It's just... it was interesting seeing how people in Samoa were brought up. There's so many similarities, I feel like, to our culture. Like, gender roles are more universal than what I first thought before reading this book. I just wasn't in the mood for reading the rest of it, basically. I got up to this page and I thought, yeah, I kind of get the point now. But maybe I'll carry on reading it. There's education left to go. I think that might be quite interesting. But yeah, it just follows the lives of girls in Samoa, basically, growing up in Samoa, coming of age in Samoa. The next book I didn't finish is Far from the Madding Crowd, and this is quite a tragic version because all the pages are falling out, so I need to put a little thing in it to stop it all from falling out. The reason I didn't finish this is because it's just I have so much left and I thought I've already read so much of it, I can't be bothered. It's not I wasn't enjoying it, I think a lot of the characters are very funny in it. I just wasn't in the mood for it. It was coming up to the end of the year, I thought I just can't be bothered. But again, I think I will try and finish this year. I'm going to look back at this video at the end of the year and think, idiot. I should probably say a bit about it, but it's basically about this woman and she's like, wow, this is such a terrible description. This farmer lady who's really cool. She's like, girl power and all that. This is so terrible, I'm sorry. And basically all the men are after her and she's like, oh, I don't want all this attention. But really she does. She loves it. I don't know if she loves it. But anyway, this other man, who I can't remember his name, really wants to marry her and she's like, no, get away from me, even though she asked him to marry him for a joke on Valentine's Day. That's all I really know. Everyone fancies her, basically. And she's quite cool. I don't know what the Madding Crowd is. Let's just say that. The next book I didn't finish is The Ages of Gaia by James Lovelock. James Lovelock's quite big in the old geography world and in the old climate change world. Again, I read a bit of it and I thought, I kind of get it now, just a bit bored. I might finish it at some point. I like the bookmark that's in it, so I'll have to finish it at some point. But I don't know, it's just too presumptive that you know what all this science means. Oh, the last chapter is God in Gaia. That would be interesting. But anyway, yeah, again, similar to the Samoan book, I just wasn't that into it, you know? Wasn't that into it. And lastly, I have absolutely no interest whatsoever to finish this book. I started reading it, oh, that's sad. I started reading it at the very beginning of the Yeah, last year. I was saying it's sad because there was loads of dust on it. There's only a bit of dust left on it because I just left it on my windowsill and I haven't cleaned my windowsill in a long time. I read 24 pages and I thought, this is so boring. I don't care. And then I learnt a bit more about Henry James and I thought, no. I would say something about this book, but I can't remember what happens. I think it's about this lady who goes to a party or something. Well, that's all I can remember. I just don't care at all about it. So there we go. Un book I didn't finish. Or un books I didn't finish. Yeah, I might come back to some of them. Might not. Not really that bothered either way, to be honest. I don't really have much more to say, to be honest. Other than Happy New Year. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!